Hi YouTube, I'm back. After I did the last video yesterday, I ended up getting a couple of questions, and I just kind of wanted to go over how I decided to do the gastric bypass. Yes. Say hello. Say hola. Say hi. And to kind of go over that, see, you're saying hello? Hello. And to kind of explain why I chose that instead of versus the sleeve versus the lap band. So I kind of want to explain how my journey started, because when I first started, I wanted to actually do the lap band. I was dead on set on doing the lap band. I didn't want to do anything else. The gastric bypass was the least decision on my mind. So I ended up deciding, like I said, I have family members who did the lap band and did the sleeve. And to tell you the truth, the lap band, one of our family members first did the lap band, a couple years ago. And I remember, she's my aunt, and I remember she would always tell me, because she's seen the struggle I've gone through. Like I said, I've been up and down, and with PCOS, it's so hard to keep the weight off. Your hormones are imbalanced, so you're kind of like a roller coaster, and you retain water, and you don't get your periods, and it just doesn't make you feel good. And then I have thyroid, and there's so many things that you could still do. It's just, for me, it was very difficult. I tried taking the diet pills. I tried, wanting to do the training. I tried going to those new diet clinics that you take the diet pills and they inject you with like vitamin B and all kinds of stuff. I did that. I did lose some weight, but I was always I felt like super hyper. And with the weight, my blood pressure was already high, so it wasn't helping. It wasn't helping either. And then when I stopped doing it, I just blew up like a balloon. And I would go through stages, and I've never been as heavy as I was before I had the surgery. But it was just to the point my heels were hurting. My back, my blood pressure, my heart. I mean, all kinds of health issues. I was taking cholesterol medication. I was taking, I'm taking metformin. I was taking blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, just everything. I was very unhealthy. And I mean, when I am 31 years old. So if it was 2 years ago, so I was like 28, 29 years old I was 28 years old when I had my surgery. So I was like, I was still going towards the end of my 20s, but I'm like, dude, I'm still young to be having all these issues. I'm having issues that a 6-year-old will have, or, so as stated, I had so many issues. That was one. And then two, I couldn't have babies. I had a lot of issues trying to have babies. I had a lot of miscarriages, and it was just the worst feeling ever. It was horrible. Not being able to have a baby, having miscarriages, you feel, as me as a woman, I'm like, man, this is what I was made. I came on this earth to be able to have babies. So it was very difficult for me. It was a very hard struggle. It messed with my head a lot, psychologically as well. So just with all of that, once I started getting more unhealthy, and I went to the doctors, and the doctor says, you know what, you're literally a point. You're basically diabetic. You're a point away from being diabetic. And I was like, I have both sides of my family. My grandmother passed away. She had a stroke. She had issues with diabetes. I mean, horrible. And I'm like, I am too young for this. I don't want to get diabetes. It'll be too hard for me because I am unhealthy. I like junk food. I like candies. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to end up killing myself. So, as I stated in the last video, what do you choose? You see all these reviews, you read stuff. I mean, I've seen other people, I've seen some of these videos that somebody passed away by doing it. So there's all these different fear factors on both sides. And I said, either way, something's going to happen to me. If I don't do something, I'm going to end up, passing away or dying from, being too obese, having health issues, having a heart attack, having this, having that. So, as stated, I wanted to do the lap band, and I thought for me it was perfect, because I said if I ever get pregnant, I could open it and then close it and, you know, lose weight and whatever. So that was one. And then after that, I decided, so that was what I wanted. So when I took the classes, I had to go and do, you know, the testing. I kept on watching YouTube videos of different people who have done the sleeve, have done everything. And during that time, too, I had really bad GERD. So if you guys know what GERD is, like, it's a really bad acid reflux. It burns. I had a bunch of issues, like really bad GERD. So when I went to the classes, they started going over the gastric bypass, going over the lap band, going over the sleeve. And they say that the sleeve, when you do the sleeve, it cuts in a way, the shape of it, that it gives, if you already have that issue, it makes it worse. So I was like, oh, no. I'm not going to get, I've already have it bad. Okay, imagine if I did it. And then they cut, you want to get down? You want to get down? And then they cut, you know, half of your stomach. And at least like this, when you do the gastric bypass, they keep, it's not, I mean, it's cut as well, but it's still in your body. So they're the one, they cut your stomach and they take it away and it goes, you know, trash or whatever. So you want to get up? Say up, mommy, please, up. I'm sorry if I just have to be with my baby. So I decided I didn't want to do that. And then I did reviews and I saw, I mean, you lose a lot of weight really quickly as well. The gastric bypass, you lose it really fast. Then it's the sleeve, and then the lap band takes a long time. And that was another thing. It wasn't take such a long time, and I was so heavy. You know, I was already almost 300 pounds. I decided it's going to take me forever to lose the weight. And once I started reviewing more about the gastric bypass, you know, they said it's really good for diabetics and it heals you and everything like that. So I said, you know, this is perfect. You know, this is kind of perfect for me. But I was really nervous because I've heard so many crazy stories and it's so risky and they reroute things and stuff like that. So I was really nervous. But with so much research and so much things out in the internet, I decided the gastric bypass was the best choice for me. So I ended up doing that, and now my family's like, oh my god, what are you thinking? That's like the most risky. And everybody was scared for me because of so much stuff that's on the internet and so many bad things that happen, you know, have happened to certain people. So I ended up deciding to do it, and that's why I chose that, because it was between the lap band or the gastric bypass. And don't get me wrong, the sleeve maybe work perfect for other people. It's just for me, because of my GERD issue, I didn't choose to do that. So maybe for other people, you know, it's the best choice for you. Maybe it is scary to do the gastric bypass, and the sleeve has less risks, but there's certain things that happen like that because it does it so narrowing. It's like a banana shape. Don't wake up your brother, he's asleep. No. Say yeah, deja tu hermano. So I decided, no, you're gonna fall. So I decided to do the gastric bypass. So I ended up doing that, and it was so hard. It was so hard in the beginning. You know, my family, like, you know, when my aunt did lap band, she had certain issues with throwing up, obviously, because you have to get used to it. She can have bread, certain things like that. You can't do that with any of them. It's very difficult. And then my other aunt, when she did the sleeve, I didn't see her really have that much issues with getting sick or anything like that, you know, after the surgery. I, however, got very sick because your body is going through shock. It's getting adjusted and you're healing inside of your intestines. And, you know, what happened with me is, you know, if you saw my beginning of my videos, I did some of them when I first had my surgery. I was in the hospital and I felt like I was going to die. And I couldn't keep anything down. I kept on throwing up. But what happened was my doctor had left a staple in my stomach. And they couldn't find anything. They didn't know what was wrong with me. So they kept on saying everything was fine. They didn't understand. So then the doctor started saying that I might have to reverse it. Because I said, like, on the gastric bypass, you have your stomach in there still. So they're going to end up reversing everything back to how it was, even though there are going to be scar tissue and stuff like that. But it would go back to how my body's, all our bodies are. So I was going to do that. And one more attempt. They end up going in there and did an upper GI again. And they found the staple. And I promise you, once that staple was gone, probably that night I was throwing up a little more again. But the next day I was just like normal. It was normal. It was like my body was rejecting it. So after that, I was good. I mean, obviously in the beginning you're sick, you're throwing up. Once you have your surgery in the beginning, I've seen some people don't really talk about it, but for me, from my experience, I would throw up a lot. I would get nauseous. They'll kind of tell you that in the classes. You get really nauseous and you feel sick, and then your hair will fall out. So you need to take a lot of vitamins because you're not taking in so much nutrition, so much fatty food, so much stuff that you're usually taking. So you're going to lose a lot of hair and stuff like that. Me, I couldn't eat, so I had to end up getting, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot what it's called, but I still have a scar here on my arm, but they put a feeding tube through to my heart, connected it, and I did IV feeding. So I got so sick, and then and for me I was more traumatized because when I had my surgery and I got out in the hospital, there is a guy who ended up one of the nurses, one of the sleep apnea people for the oxygen. He came to put the mask on, and he's like, "Why did you choose to do this?" He's like, he's like, "My wife did this and died. And she cheated on me and, and did all this stuff." So I swear, I promise you, when I got out of the hospital, when I was in there, I got so scared at the fact because I just came out of surgery and he's telling me this, and I heard certain stories and stuff. It just made me more traumatized. Don't wake up your brother. She's like, I get one sleeping and she's always trying to wake him up every time he's asleep. So I got really traumatized a lot. I started getting kind of panic. I started kind of getting a panic attack and everything because I was feeling sick. And then I had the surgery, and I remember there was somebody that was taking the classes with me. Don't wake him up. That she's like, don't even listen. She actually had her surgery the second time round because she had a baby. So she did her surgery. Then after that, she had a second surgery because she had her baby. Are you playing peekaboo? Peekaboo. Go. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. So she had a second surgery. So she's like, don't even listen to that negativity. So we kind of kept in touch, and it helped me. It's good to have a support system. But basically, I'm going to tell you, after all that experience of the negatives and I went through so much. Like I said, this is what I got out of it. And, obviously getting healthier. So it was so worth it for me. Through everything. It was worth it. Now I have my son. Now I have her. And even if I didn't have any more, like I promised you, I would pray and I would ask God, I'm like, God, just one baby. Just give me one baby and I'd be so happy. Just one. If I can never have any more babies, I would be so grateful. And then I had her, and then I wasn't even expecting to have any other babies, and then I had my son, and then I was like, oh, I was so excited. And then I had a boy, I had my pair, and I'm like, if I didn't have any other babies either, I would be happy. If I had another one, good, I would be happy too. But I just feel so blessed and so happy for everything, for the surgery and everything. And it doesn't happen. It's easier for others, and sometimes, maybe not for another person. And it's hard. I can't make decisions for anybody and tell you what's the best surgery for you, and maybe your body might take it different. Maybe if you did it, you would be super, like, you wouldn't even feel it. Like, it would be so easy for you. And for some of you, it might be super difficult. You'll feel very sad and not feeling good. You feel sick, and then eventually get over it and feel good and excellent. So each body is different, and our mindsets are different. The only reason I struggle was because I was so used to eating the certain food, and it was okay. I understood that. I was able to handle that. It's just when I got sick is when I struggled a lot. I was really sad, and I was like, why did I do this to myself? Why did I have a surgery? I shouldn't have did this. And I started thinking all these thoughts in my head. But once everything I got better, I was like, oh great. And then I lost the weight. That's one thing, is that you lose it so fast. You have to there's you could get loose skin. So you have to work out or try to work out and do different things. But I just kind of want to share. I'm babbling, going on and on. But I wanted to share with you because I know one of you had a question in regards to why I chose it. And it's so much for me to write and explain. So I kind of explained some of it, but I kind of wrote, but I wanted to explain it more in video. And if you have more questions, Mama, Star, no, Mommy. Please stop, because the baby's sleeping. Please ask me, and I would be more than happy to answer any of you guys. And, I'm here, and I'm here to answer any of your questions. And between all of them, they're all good in different ways. I just decided for the gastric bypass because that was a better choice for me. I was almost 300 pounds, and I had GERD, and I was almost diabetic. I had to do, I had to keep on going to check my heart all the time, and, checking it and making sure that I was okay. Mama, stop. She's like, what? No, not the mirror, no. She's going through stages. She wants to pound on everything. She wants to make music. What did I say? Be gentle. Be good. Yeah, no. Yeah, be good. And so basically that's it. And now I'm gonna start vlogging and trying to keep in touch more with you guys. Also trying to kind of show you guys what I eat. And also when I start working out and kind of showing you guys my progress. I did take some pictures today, body shot pictures, so I'm gonna see if I can include it in this video, and then do some of them after she woke up the baby. Mama, no. What did I say, Mommy? She's trying to take advantage because she knows I'm on this video right now. She thinks it's funny. But I will talk to you guys soon. Keep in touch and ask me any questions. And if it is a long answer, I'll do a video for you guys. Okay? Do you want to say goodbye? You want to say bye? Come here. Come say bye. Oh, come here to the video. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Go like that. You're doing it. Say bye. Yeah. Say bye. Send kisses. Manda beso. Manda beso. No. Okay. Well, good luck, you guys. And like I said, subscribe on my page and ask me any questions. And I'm here to listen to you guys. And if you guys did have the surgery, you guys need support or have any questions, I'm here to help you guys and answer. It's really good to surround yourself with everybody who has had the surgery, so it can help you guys out. In the beginning, my best friends were, I would get like ice pops, and those are good. You can have that, just sugar-free ones, and they're so good and fresh, and it helps you because during that time when you have your surgery, your mouth gets really dry. So that's one tip. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.